Welcome to Sonia Intimate Connection. Married men who are deeply unhappy and lonely display these 8 behaviors. The first one is they retreat into their own world. The human mind is fascinated, it can create entire worlds, place where we can escape to where reality gets too hard to bear. Married men who are deeply unhappy and lonely often do this without even realizing it. They retreat into their own thoughts, their hobbies, or even their work, building walls around themselves. This withdrawal is a clear sign of their emotional state, a silent cry for help that often goes unnoticed in the hustle and bustle of a daily life. So, if you see this happening with someone close to you, it's time to reach out and offer a helping hand because even in our own worlds, we all need a bit of company. 2, they lack laughter, genuine joy. Laughter, they say, is the best medicine, but what happens when the laughter itself is sick? I was hanging out with my buddy Jack, who were at our usual spot, cracking jokes and laughing like we always did, but something fell off that day. Jack was laughing all right, but his laughter lacked his usual warmth. It seemed focused, like he was putting on a show. His eyes didn't light up like they used to, and his smile didn't reach his eyes. I brushed it off at first, thinking maybe he just had a rough day at work, but as days turned into weeks, I noticed this was becoming a pattern. That's when I realized Jack was struggling with something much deeper, and sure enough, he eventually opened up about his loneliness and unhappiness in his marriage. It's a subtle sign that a very telling one, because when a man laughter loses its joy, it's a clear indicator of the storm brewing inside him. They become overly critical. When a person is happy, they radiate positivity. They're more accepting, more understanding, and less likely to sweat the small stuff. But when loneliness and unhappiness creep in, this attitude often takes a 180-degree turn. People who are unhappy tend to be more critical of their surroundings. They're quicker to point out flaws, quicker to judge, and slower to forgive. Married men who are deeply unhappy might start nitpicking at things they used to ignore, even love before. It could be as simple as criticizing the way dinner is cooked, or as complex as constantly finding faults with their spouse's personality or behavior. This is their mind's way of projecting their internal turmoil onto the world around them. It's not about the overcooked steak or the mismatched socks. It's about the sadness they're wrestling with inside. They avoid social